What's up, Sagittarius? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. So, Sagittarius, this is from March 1st through March 15th, 2020. I'm feeling like you guys are missing somebody this month, like somebody important left your life, and you didn't realize what you had until it was already gone. But I feel like it's been gone a while. 0 to 6 months, maybe a year, year and a half is the closest I can really get with times. I don't generally do times in my readings, but I feel like you're hoping for reconciliation. You're hoping for this person to return to your life, and you're waiting. It's like you're hoping and you're waiting for the surf to come in. You're just standing there with your surfboard and you're waiting for the surf to come in. You're waiting for this person to return, and you're disappointed. This person isn't returning to your life. I'm not going to be one of those readers who says your ex is coming back, because it seems to be like the new thing to say, to try and be a moneymaker. They're going to tell you your ex is coming back. They're going to tell you anything you want to hear just so that they can get a reading and get paid. I'm going to tell you this person is not coming back. You may have had your walls up with them, and some of the things that you accused them of, you found out not to be true. Now, this could be Sagittarius energy and the way they feel, or it could be the way Sagittarius's partner's energy is and the way that they feel. So it can come in vice versa. If it does come in vice versa for you, please go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I will go ahead and read the comments. I always do. If you get a little heart, that means I read it. I try to respond to as many as possible. But I feel like your walls were up. You weren't wanting to hear the truth. It's almost like you self-sabotage this relationship, or you're working on it if this hasn't happened yet. And the wheel's not really turning in your favor, because once this person goes, this person's gone. They're not going to come back. They're not going to reconciliate. They're not going to want anything to do with you. The energy I get off of this person is that they were willing to work with you. They wanted to work with you. They wanted to bring your wall down, but in the end, they ended up heartbroken. They were pretty devastated by losing you from their life, but they knew it was something that you had to do and that they had to do. They wished for a long time that you would come back, but they realized that you were standing wrong in your power toward them, that you were abusing the power that you had toward them, and you were sabotaging and taking them with you. They were true in their emotion. They were really feeling, what are they saying? They were really feeling that they could love you, that you could be their person. And unfortunately, it seems like you weren't able to pull it together enough. They were very honest with you, very open, and it seems like you were just in the moment scared, and you didn't know what to do, so you kind of just sabotaged or self-sabotaged it. Let's see what the cards have to say. We started with intuition, but let's see what the cards have to say, okay? I was already pre-shuffling, so. But it really feels like a classic case of self-sabotage here. And here we are with, I'm just doing this because I get a lot of messages that are coming in. So I'm just shuffling, and then I'm just going to start reading from the bottom of the deck, whichever way it comes out. Usually I get through like 3/4 of the deck. So let's see what they have to say, okay? Because in the bottom, there's a card of wanting to work together. And this is something that they really wanted from you. But the Eight of Cups, the card of walking away, okay? So this person kind of gave up on you and figured you were never going to come around and they weren't going to waste their time. Even if you did come around, who's to say you were going to be open and willing to work with them? Yes, again, the card of walking away or having walked away from a situation, the glare. There we go. Of having walked away from a situation. So that's telling me that's the last shuffle. Now, coming to a crossroad here. They came to this crossroad after walking away, and they really thought about whether or not this was the right decision for them. And in the end, they ended up walking. They couldn't get you to take down your walls. I feel like maybe you were balancing two lifestyles, balancing another person in your life You weren't making a decision on who or what you wanted. And this person was really feeling genuine love for you. And when they found out about this, that was kind of the end of it for them. They went ahead and made the decision with the Lovers. The Lovers to me always stands for a decision between two. You've got my asshole card here. So, flipped in the upright, you can see there's a little guy back there. There we go. No, there we go. There's a little guy in the bottom right-hand corner, and the bird's in his ear trying to get him to notice that this person needs help, but he's too busy thinking about himself. He's not listening. He's, going through his head about what he's going through, not worried about anybody else. And you see here the Queen of Swords pondering, the Queen of Swords really just thinking about herself and what she needs. So this is what your partner was doing when they needed help. They were seeing that you weren't participating. You weren't offering that help. And so they chose to cut you out. They chose to realize that you were no longer a part of their spiritual journey. And we see here, they were open. Queen of Swords. Maybe you need to pull in that Queen of Swords energy and start cutting out what's not relevant in your life too. But we see the Queen of Wands here with the Three of Pentacles. And this talks about working together with this person's very warm and kind and caring and open, fun. And for a long time they were like this with you. And I feel like you have these very fond memories of how this person was. But now it's like, at the time, maybe you accused them of being there for money. This was your way of self-sabotaging, or maybe you used them for money. Maybe you were asking them for money. But it looks here like you're looking back on that, you're regretting it, you're fantasizing that they will return to you. But there were so many secrets, so many lies, so much balancing of two different people or multiple people at the same time that they found out about. With this Four of Wands, they started to realize that you were not their person. You were not the person that they thought you were. At least not in their life. And they let go. And left you with nothing but memories. And now it's those memories that haunt you. You feel like this is the one that got away. You fed them lies and manipulation. And I'm not trying to pick on you guys. I'm just simply showing you what they're telling me, what I'm seeing, okay? I'm not trying to say you're right or wrong in the situation. I'm just simply telling you what I see. There's a lot of manipulation here. The Knight of Cups with the Magician reversed, both of them in reverse. The Knight of Cups reverse shows me that this guy's a talker. He's a smooth talker. He talks to make promises that he never plans on really keeping. He's the guy who slips in at night and slips back out in the morning without being seen and never to be seen again. So there's a lot of lies and manipulation coming through here. A lot of walls up and a lot of not wanting to participate with this Four of Pentacles and this Nine of Wands and the upright. This Four of Pentacles is in reverse, and if you see, she is not willing to give anything from that bag she's holding. I always view this card as your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. You're not willing to take down these walls to participate in this relationship. You're just not willing to even see it for what it is. This person was very unhappy, very hurt, and really had to use their strength to get out of this situation. Okay, the sun is very hard to see. It's in reverse with the lighting in here, with strength. Because they know there was sneaky behavior there. They were disappointed. They were heartbroken with this Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. They were absolutely heartbroken, okay? They found out you were sneaking behind their back, doing all kinds of things behind their back. And they felt real love for you. But with this Queen of Cups in reverse, they realized that you didn't feel real love for them. At least not until they left. Until they were gone, until they were no longer an option. And now you find yourself reminiscing back on them wishing for reunification, but that's not going to happen. I feel as though this person may be moving on or is moving on. Ace of Wands. They're moving forward with a passionate new beginning and a victory. They're doing well, okay? And they're not wanting to tear down what they've built so far in their personal garden with this Nine of Pentacles. They want somebody who's going to equally reciprocate with the Six of Pentacles. They don't want someone who's going to destroy the rebuilding that they've already done. And they've had to rebuild a lot after having their trust broken and have to, rebuild themselves and cut out things that weren't necessary and learn to put up boundaries and go through all of these things. I'm not sure that they're willing to have you back in their life. You're really at a spot where you need to gain wisdom. You need to really listen to what the divine have to say to you, because what you're wishing for is definitely not going to be what you get, okay? You have to start listening to these lessons, Sag, and start realizing that every action has a equal and opposite reaction. So if you hurt somebody, there's an equal and opposite reaction, okay? And this person feels like they're gone already. They waited and waited and waited. They waited with that Three of Wands. But then you've got the Knight of Pentacles there. And the Knight of Pentacles never makes an offer. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow. Notice how he's walking away, leaving a trail of pentacles behind him, almost like a cookie crumb. Follow me, but never catch up. Follow me, but I'm never going to stop to make an offer toward you. And this tells me you were overindulgent. Whether it be drugs, alcohol, other people, going behind their back, whatever it was for you guys. And everybody is guilty of being overindulgent of something in their life. So don't feel like I'm picking on you, okay? And this caused the Nine of Swords. They were devastated, heartbroken. They thought they were the only one. But as you see here, you had an option between 9 cups. So now the Wheel of Fortune is not in your favor. And the world is here letting you know that it's time to close the cycle. It's time for you to think about what you did and to understand that action, every action, no matter what it is, has an equal and opposite reaction. And when you hurt someone, you don't always get your way of having them back. Sometimes that's just it, guys. You have to let that person go in order to rebuild their life. And now you're standing right in your power. You're ready to face judgment. You're ready to face the truth and what you did and what you went through and everything else. And, you're just at that point finally, and they're not. They've faced the truth. They've seen what you have to offer, and they're not interested. They're finally coming out of this feeling as though they don't know what's going on. They were blinded, they were fooled with this Eight of Swords. They were blinded and fooled, and they feel stupid. They feel made a fool of. And you're wanting this reunification, but they're so busy coming out of this, they're not even thinking about this. Because you didn't tell the truth there. You weren't honest with them. Sword of Truth, the Ace of Swords is in reverse here. The Hierophant card with the Five of Wands in reverse. So there was a lot of fighting, a lot of strife, a lot of making them think that it was them. Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you didn't see that. Oh, that's not true. Whoever told you that is lying. And I feel like they eventually found out in a way that really wasn't fair to them. That you broke whatever vow you made to them to be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever it might be. And there was multiple other things or people going on. It's like you were presenting to be this King of Pentacles, but behind the scenes you were this King of Swords, playing games. So maybe you just weren't ready to settle down, Sag, right? But my best advice when you're not ready to settle down is don't make promises to people that you can't keep. That way people don't get hurt. And it looks like you ruined something really good with them, with this Ten of Pentacles, with this Devil in reverse. This Ten of Pentacles shows me that, you know, you could have had a happy family. You could have had a happy life with them. Things could be good. They really thought you were their person. But you let this guy get the best of you. You weren't feeling as though you wanted to be emotionally honest with them. And I feel like a fight happened where you communicated that, but it was in the moment. And it didn't come out the way you wanted it to. It came out really harsh and really hurtful. And you said things that you can't take back. And it was just a split decision, and you wished you could take it back, but you can't. Seven of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. And so this person gave up even planting anything, even nurturing this relationship anymore. They gave up standing up for themselves once they found out what was going on. I feel like maybe you just blurted out to them, well, you're not the only one. I've been doing this and this and this, or seeing this one and this one and this one. And they just gave up. This shows me two cards of just giving up. No more planting seeds, no more trying to harvest this relationship. They don't want to hear any explanation. They don't want anything. No communication. None. Zero. Zilch. And you're refusing to change, which causes a great injustice. Because when you refuse change with the universe, when they're offering you change, you get ass over tea kettle. They take everything you have. Take your car, your house, your food, your job, everything. And at the time it feels like an injustice. But when you don't listen to what the divine have to say or their guidance, they're going to find a way to put you where they want you to be, regardless of what you feel and the decisions you make. So every decision you make that gets you further from your spiritual journey is a decision closer to getting ass over tea kettled, picked up, and slapped down in your journey anyway. Easier to let go and go with it. You were kind of in and out, all over the place. This is my flirty, warm, charming card. You were, you know, doing your thing, using that charm to charm everybody or charm the pants off everybody. And it blew up. This tower feels like either just recent past or within the year and a half or so. Something like that, like I said in the beginning. But this in and out behavior of whenever you needed something or whenever you wanted something is exactly what it appears to be. And they got sick of the in and out, and probably confronted you. And when they did, it was probably out of anger that you spouted out what you did. Or what you were doing, or they just pushed a button and boom. Came out as the Knight of Swords. It's pretty harsh delivery, guys, because he doesn't deliver messages nicely. He just comes in and makes a mess of everything. And I see that they were devastated. Completely heartbroken. And definitely, no doubt, a third-party situation. So, the way they found out was pretty harsh and heartbreaking for them. Okay, Sag, that is what I have for you from March 1st through March 15th. I hope that that was helpful. If you need a more personalized reading, since that is a general reading, it's not for everybody, then please see the box below. Email me for a list of services, and I will catch you on the flip side. This is your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen's Tarot B in Boston. Bye, guys.